Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's been a long time, so I hope you are doing great. I didn't upload a video onto YouTube for months. I didn't upload any video because I was busy with my own college, my exams and trainings were going on, so I couldn't make a YouTube video. I apologize. But now all that's over, so I'm back to YouTube and we're gonna have some fun. So for today's video, I'm really hyped because today we're gonna take a look at a laptop that my brother bought this Flipkart Big Billion Day. He bought it at rupees 36,000 rupees, which is actually a great deal. He got about 9,000 rupees discount on the laptop. It usually sells for around 56,000, maybe around 46,000 it sells. So you might ask, what laptop is it? Yeah, so it's the Lenovo Ideapad 330 laptop, and actually it's amazing for the price he bought for 36,000. It offers a lot of value for the money. It comes with some great specs, so I won't talk anymore. So without any further ado, let's take a look into the laptop. So that's the Lenovo Ideapad 330, that's the top of it, and it's got pretty straight lines, a little bit curved on the top, and it's plasticky, it's matte black in color, they both the Lenovo logo, and it feels good and smooth. So once you turn the laptop, you can see the ports. So it's got the power connector, the Ethernet port, the HDMI port, HDMI 2.0 probably, and got a USB 3.0 port and a USB 2.0 port, the headphone jack, a USB type C 3.1 Gen 1 port, and a full-size SD card slot, alongside a 2-pin hole for opening the BIOS directly. On the other side, you've got a dummy DVD port and Kensington lock. So once you turn the laptop back, you can see it's got the vents at the back. You can see the fans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screws to unscrew it, and it's also plastic, and you got 4 rubber feet to stop the laptop from moving around. Also you can see the 2 speaker ports down below, and speaker holes I would say, and there you can see the fan also in a little bit of the heatsink there. So that's where so let's now open up the laptop. As you can see, there you go, there's the full-sized keyboard and the touchpad. So yeah, you can see a couple of stickers right there. So let's zoom into the stickers. You can see it's got a Core i5 8th gen processor and an NVIDIA MX150 graphics card, and you got some logos, so USB Type-C Gen 1 and some specifications right there on the stickers. You can see the keyboard. So taking a close look at the keyboard, you can see it's a chiclet style keyboard with it's pretty shallow, not a lot of depth, but it's got a good layout and you can easily type on it. The trackpad is decent for the price, and it's clicky, and the buttons are underneath, and it's okay for the price. One thing I don't like is the cursor control keys. It's too small, but good thing is that it's got a full-size number pad. And there you go, that's a 15.6-inch matte finish LCD display, and you can see the hinge is sturdy enough, it's smooth and doesn't feel too rattling, and there's a little bit of flex on the top of the laptop, and there's also a little bit of flex on the laptop surface as a keyboard. So let's turn on the laptop and see the booting times. So it's got a 1TB 5400 RPM HDD. So the boot times are not the best, not as fast as SSD, but it's got a space for SSD. It's also got an M2 slot, so you can put in an M2 SSD, which are pretty cheap these days, and it's gonna drastically improve the performance of the Windows. And yeah, so let's check out the boot times. And there you go, the Windows has loaded. Let me press the enter key and put in the password. So it's not the worst, but it's definitely going to degrade the more you use the laptop, the more programs you load. So there you can see the screen. So the window is behind me, and there's a lot of light coming in from the window, but you can see the panel does a good job of not reflecting the light, which is good. So here you can check out the display. You can check out the colors. The colors are a little less saturated because of the matte finish. If it was reflective, then you can see the colors a little more vivid. However, I'm okay with the display. It's not the best, but it's doable for the price. One thing that's bad is that it's got only a 1366x768 panel. It's not full HD, which it's kind of a bummer, but it's okay, I guess. As you can see, I'm always talking about the price. For the price, it's, I would say, acceptable. So check out the viewing angles on this laptop. So From the front, a dead center, you can see the colors are pretty okay, but as soon as you tilt the laptop and you watch from different vertical angles, you can see the color shifting. It's not too good. And from the sides also, you can see there's a lot of color shift and the colors degrade quite a bit. So that's what you have to expect. It's not an IPS panel, it's just a TFT display, probably a TN panel, and not too good TN panel. So yeah, you have to live with that.
Alright, now I know what you've been waiting for, the gaming performance. So let's take a look into some games and how it performs.
So pardon me, first of all, this is not a video where I'm showcasing my CSGO skills. Definitely not. I'm pretty terrible at this game at the moment because I'm playing it from behind the camera. But as for the frame rate, you can see it's pretty good. It's over 50 FPS and actually displaying at very high settings. You can definitely lower the settings to get even more FPS. Like I once played this in very low settings and I got like 80 FPS, like 80 to 90 FPS, which is very good. But I'm just showcasing what this laptop can push at the max in an esport title like this. So pardon me, I'm playing really poorly, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at everybody's favorite, at least in the West, the Fortnite gameplay. Now, sorry Dev2D, I'm not too great at Fortnite, so you have to bear with me. And yeah, so first of all, in the jumping part or whatever, you can see the frame rates are pretty good. I'm getting around something like 50 to 60 FPS, sometimes in the lower 40s. So currently this game is running at medium settings at max distance. The field of view is currently set to not the field of view, the distance is set to max. And I definitely don't know how to play Fortnite, guys, but this is just to test the frame rates, so bear with me. So this is the part of the video where you start to take me less seriously, because I'm playing PUBG on an emulator rather than the full PC version of PUBG, that is the Steam version. So let me tell you guys, I don't have the Steam version, I didn't buy it. So here I'm playing it on the emulator at max settings, HD settings and extreme frame rate, and I'm playing it from behind the camera, so I'm pretty terrible at it right now. So as you can see, the frame rates are pretty stable, and you can definitely lower the settings to get even better frame rates. You can definitely get 60 FPS at low settings, guys, lower or balanced settings. At the moment I'm not getting 60 FPS. I don't know why. I was getting 60 FPS at this setting quite a little while ago, but now I'm not getting it. But maybe some issue with the fans, because there is literally no air going into the fans because the laptop is flat on the table. So anyways, now you can see me die. But for PUBG emulator, guys, this laptop is pretty adequate. You can play PUBG emulator on it, no problem. Now let's dive into some real AAA titles. So this is Battlefield 1. This is the starting sequence of the game, and I'm currently running it at 1366 by 760. That is the highest resolution available for this game, for this laptop. And I'm running it at DirectX 11, not the 12. I ran it at DirectX 12 and it was a little unstable, even though it was very smooth, but there were frame drops in between. So I'm playing it at medium to high settings and sometimes at very high settings. So for the, as you can see, the frame rates are pretty good. 50 to 60 fps on the MX150 is really nice for this laptop. That's why the 1080p screen is, not having a 1080p screen is a blessing in disguise, because the GPU has to push less pixels, so it's good. So overall I'm impressed with the way this laptop is handling Battlefield 1. Now let's push this laptop even harder. So this is Crysis 3 running at very high settings, almost maxed out, and a 1x anisotropic filtering. So let's see how it performs.
Make a diversion. Profit, let's go. Romeo Axel, this is Romeo 1. Initiating burnout, over.
Copy that, Romeo 1.
I've got to get you in there, inside the dome. There's a war starting. The Alpha Sif? No. Remember those guys who shot you from the K-Bolts in Siberia? The guys who had you in lockdown for God knows how many years? The guys who tore the nanosuit from my flesh? The guys who are going to do the same to you? Sell? Those guys. Oh, forget it. Let's do this quietly. Got QR engines on standby.
Normal. Area secure, over. The guy sounds super soldier. Super soldier, my ass. He bleeds like the rest of... What's going on here? Guns up!
Okay, so overall I'm really impressed with the performance of this laptop in games. It has a MX150 graphics card with 2GB DDR5 graphics, and for the price of 36,000 I think it's a great deal. And the MX150 performs admirably in CSGO and like esport titles like Fortnite and CSGO and Dota 2. But in modern AAA titles like Crysis 3, I mean, it's not modern but it's quite demanding still. It performs really well, beyond my expectations, because as you saw, it was getting like 40 to 50 FPS in Crysis 3. If you lower the graphics a little more, you can get even more FPS. And like you saw in Metro last night, the Redux version, it performs really well. These are some really heavyweight games, and it performs admirably. But the only thing that I'm disappointed about is the screen. The screen is 1366 by 768. It's not full HD. So it's not as crisp, it's not vibrant, it's not vivid, it's pretty bland. So I'm not recommending you to edit videos on this laptop, even though it's capable of the i5 8th gen processor. 1850U has 4 cores and 8 threads with 6 MB of L3 cache, and it performs really well. It's a big jump for the 7th gen processors. So it has the power, but I think the display, I don't recommend you editing videos on it. But for playing games, it's really good, and especially for esport title, it's amazing. So overall, it's a complete package. I really like it, especially for the price. And alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all liked it. And if you liked it, then please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button too. Also don't forget to hit the notification bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified every time I upload a new video. So from now on, I'll try to be more and more consistent and upload more and more videos. So I'll try to upload some more clips from some gameplay footage of from my new laptop, and also maybe some PUBG clips or some CSGO gameplay. And I'll try to upload more and more videos, and some more videos are also coming up. So stay tuned. And that's it for this video, guys. I'm Dipesh, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.